Jessii Vee, and as you can tell by the title of today's video, I am going to be talking about the very creepy legend of Krampus. I was so scared to do research for this video because Krampus freaks me out so much, but alas, I did it for you guys. By the way, if you ever see my backdrop moving, it's not a ghost. I promise, it's my puppy Tumnus. And he's chewing on my carpet again. So here's the thing, usually when I film, like the past year of videos on my channel, Tumnus is usually with my husband Ty, but for some reason, whenever I've been filming lately, the past like month or so, Ty has always been away when I've been filming, conveniently. So this little man has been destroying my room while I'm trying to make videos. So if you ever hear chewing or my backdrop moves, or he's like barking or doing something weird, it's this little potato right here. Say hello to everybody because they hear you all the time. I love him so much, so I just can't be mad at him. All right guys, so before I get into today's video, I just want to make another announcement because honestly, I'm so excited about these tracksuits. I've created V Team track pants and a sweatshirt. I've never done track pants ever, but it says V Team down the leg. The sweatshirt has V Team on the front and this really cool glitchy font that I made because you guys know I like glitches and creepy things on the internet, so I think it's perfect. If you guys would like one, I have linked it down below. The track pants specifically have this really soft fleece lining. It's perfect for winter. So yeah, if you guys would like one, I have linked it down below. All right guys, so without further ado, let's talk about Mr. Krampus. People say that Krampus is the anti-Santa that has been terrifying children in Europe for centuries. He basically resembles a creepy goat man with a long snake-like tongue, and he's recognized almost immediately by his giant horns. His body and arms are stringed with chains and bells, and he carries this large sack or basket on his back to carry away naughty children. Now his name actually comes from the German word Krampen, which means claw, so that's already creepy in itself. And they say he comes on the evening of December 5th, and they say you can usually hear him coming as the soft steps of his bare human foot alternate with the clip-clop of his hoof. And when you see him, you'll instantly notice that he's armed with birch branches so he can beat naughty children. Krampus comes to town the night before the feast of St. Nicholas and visits all the houses to dish out his punishments. They say that if you're lucky, you might get swatted with his birch branch, but if you're not, you will wind up in his sack. And they say that after he takes you back to his lair, your fate will be unknown. The legend says you might be eaten as a snack, you might be drowned in a river, or he might drop you off in the underworld. Now this next fact is just so strange to me. Apparently Krampus is sometimes accompanied by St. Nicholas, who isn't known to bother himself with naughty children in Central Europe. Instead, he focuses on handing out presents to well-behaved kids and then leaves the rest up to his sinister counterpart. So some people literally believe that Santa partners up with Krampus and travels around with him in his sleigh as he goes to all the houses, and he's literally like,
all right, Krampus, I'm gonna give out the gifts and eat the cookies. You go grab Timothy, he hasn't been very good this year. But leave his sister Sarah, she's really nice.
So the next time you hear a distant jingle on a cold December night, don't be so quick to assume it's good old Saint Nick. It just may be Krampus coming to drag you to his lair. So next I wanted to talk about something that I probably can't pronounce. It's called Krampusnacht. Krampusnacht? So on this night, people would dress up as Santa Claus and pair up with monstrously outfitted Krampuses and make the rounds to homes and businesses offering gifts and playful threats. So a Santa will partner up with Krampus, they'll dress up as them, Santa giving presents and Krampus obviously dishing out the punishments. Some people exchange greeting cards that depict the horned beast alongside festive and funny messages. And sometimes large groups of people dress up as Krampus and run amok throughout the streets, chasing friends and passerbys with birch sticks. Now, tourists who have traveled to this area to experience this night say that there's nowhere that you can run that you'll be safe. Like, they'll literally go into coffee shops trying to get away from these Krampuses, and the Krampuses will follow them inside and hit them with their birch stick things. Now, people say the swats are not gentle, but they're usually confined to just your legs, so like from your belly button down, but apparently it still hurts. You'll still leave with welts on your body. The tradition has become an important one in many countries and has come to include expensive handmade masks, elaborate costumes, and even parades. Krampus masks, for example, are typically carved from wood, and they are the products of significant labor. Like, artists will work for months, even years, on these costumes, and a lot of them actually go on display in museums because they are so elaborate and just amazing to look at, and also very scary to look at. Okay, so lastly, I had this really creepy story about this girl who claims to have seen Krampus in her house, and the story is called "He Ate My Stocking." So this girl swears that she saw Krampus back when she was 8 years old. Back in 2005, she was staying in Germany for the holidays with her family. She was in a countryside house with 8 of her cousins. Some of them were younger, some of them were older, and she remembers being woken up in the early hours of the morning on Christmas because she heard the sound of jingling bells and walking around in the living room. So thinking it was Santa, she got super excited and ran down the stairs. But she stopped almost immediately when she saw what was actually there. Standing in the dimly lit room in front of the fireplace was the dark silhouette of a horned beast with human arms and animal legs, and he had his head tilted back and he was slowly swallowing her entire stocking. So she gasped, and suddenly he looked over at her, but she could barely see his face because it was so dark, but she could see his white smiling teeth. So she ran up the stairs as fast as she could, and she ran to her bedroom and locked the door, and she could hear his hooves stomping up the stairs after her, and she expected him to come right to her bedroom, but instead she heard him stop in front of the door of one of her cousins. So she realized he wasn't there for her. In the morning, as the family was eating breakfast, she noticed that one of her cousins weren't there. When she asked her mom what happened and where he was, she said that he woke up not feeling well with a strange rash on his back. So obviously, he probably got whipped with one of those Krampus branches, whatever they're called. But yeah, that's super creepy. Imagine thinking Santa Claus arrived at your house and you walk downstairs and it definitely is not. I would not like that too much. Anyways, so guys, that is the video about Krampus. I hope you guys enjoyed, and don't forget, if you would like one of the new V Team tracksuits, I have linked it down below, and this is the last Christmas themed video that you guys would have seen before Christmas, so I will see you guys after Christmas. I'm gonna take a few days of a break to enjoy some time with my family, and I hope you guys do as well. I love you so much. Have an awesome rest of your day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!